Hey, hello, greatness. I want to say good evening, good evening, good evening. Excited for another opportunity to be hanging out with you all. I am appreciative of each and every one of you for tagging in, for sharing, for just hopefully getting something that God wants to put inside your spirit each of these times, all right? Because I'm seeking Him to speak a word that will inspire you, encourage you, uplift you, and strengthen you. Awesome. And so, again, I always encourage you, please share, please tag, just tell somebody so that this word can get into their spirit. Listen, uh, I uh, I was looking at a while back what's called a movie 2012. Hello, Sister Joan Greer and my good brother Pastor Greer. Thank you again for joining us. Uh, in 2012, a movie that's called Man on the Ledge, starring Sam Worthington, Anthony Mackie, Jamie Bale, Ed Harris. Okay, the story is kind of, I guess you could say, one of my favorites. I really do enjoy the little thriller mystery. Hey, cousin Joyce, thank you again for hanging out with us. And so it's called Man on the Ledge, and it's about well, he's an ex-cop by the name of Nick Cassidy, played by Sam Worthington. He's in jail for a crime he didn't commit. He's framed by the businessman David Englander, who's played by Ed Harris, and Anthony Mackie is his partner or was his partner. And so uh, here, Nick Cassidy is working with his family as a team, and inside the movie is a little some good twists and turns as well as tension. He steps out on the ledge of the highest floor of the famous Roosevelt Hotel, and he plays as if he's going to commit suicide. He asks for a certain negotiator. I mean, he got the whole scene set up, uh, but it's all about a distraction because he wants to clear up his name because he knows he's innocent and he was framed uh, unlawfully. I'm pulling this out not just on the sense of talking to you about being a man on the ledge, because I know you're not on the ledge in life, but I do want you to look at this movie from this perspective that inside of the start of this movie, Nick Cassidy has a parole hearing and he has to go to court. And he actually says that whatever happens today, today is the day that everything changes. And so I want to encourage you tonight. I want to encourage you today. God has set a day for everything to change for you. Oh wow. You have to pick it, you have to plant it, you have to push it, you have to press it, you even have to pray for it. It doesn't just come, but it comes. But it's a day that you have to designate that this day everything changes for me. I think it's the psalmist who says, "This is the day that the Lord had made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." And so, the first thing I want to talk to you about is there is a day. You got to pick the day that everything is going to change for you. You got to designate it. Second thing, while I got you, is I want to tell you that inside this movie he pushes on me, and he says, the movie says to me as I'm watching it that your life is on the line. His life is on a ledge. Now catch that. His life is on a ledge because he could slip and miss it and go over. His life is on the ledge because of the fact he wants to clear his name. He can't get his job back, but he wants to do what is necessary, catch this, so that he can really be free in being who he is. Here's what I want you to catch from this. First thing was everything, there is a day that everything changes for you. Secondly, your life is on the line. So catch this. What you do does matter. I know there are people who don't think it matters. Yes, what you do negatively matters. What you do positively matters. So you got to be very mindful that what you do does matter. Who you are with, okay? Hey Sheila, thank you for hanging out with us. Who you are with does matter. Inside here, catch this. This was cool to me, is that he catches and he pulls on a young lady who has a bad rep as a New York City police negotiator cop, police cop as a negotiator. He pulls her in. And you know what negotiators do? They try their best to get you to trust them, and they want you to trust them, and so they want to try to trust you, and so they try to build that rapport. Here's what I want to tell you: what you do does matter. Who you are with does matter. And catch this, because that's what this is really all about. Who you really are does matter. Talking to some sons, talking to some daughters, talking to some fathers, talking to some wives, some mothers, and many times we go through life wondering what am I doing? Does it matter who I am? Does it really matter? Does it really matter who I hang with? Yes, young people, yes, it matters who, what, and who with you hang with. All of that matters. But then I'm going to drop this in on you because of the fact the little twist inside, or one of the little twists inside of it, is the negotiator got to get her to trust him, and he got to get the negotiator to trust her. So catch this. This is the third thing I want to drop in from the perspective of the movie, and that is you cannot do it by yourself. Yeah, inside here, he's got to get his name cleared. He's working with his family. He's got to get his name cleared, but he needs a New York City police negotiator to work with him. He's got to get his name cleared. So he is working with the team. Hey, Denise, all the way in Minnesota. He's working with the team so that he can get the job done. So I want to tell you thirdly today is that you cannot get your vision accomplished by yourself. You cannot go to the next goal simply by yourself. You're going to work with your team, but most importantly, you got to trust your team with your plan. I'm talking about a man on lead, but really I'm talking about the last thing I really am talking about is leaning on the Lord. Yeah. I'm talking to young people, I'm talking to seniors, I'm talking to seasoned people, I'm talking to sisters, I'm talking to brothers, talking to mothers, talking to fathers, aunts, uncles. Listen, I got to encourage you that you have to lean on the Lord. That if you don't catch nothing else out of the significance of all of this, everything you're trying to do, you've got to lean on the Lord. Most of this whole movie, Nick Cassidy is leaning on the ledge. He's leaning on the wall, on the ledge. And that made me recognize mostly through all of your plan, you've got to lean on the Lord. All of your plans have got to be leaning on the Lord to bring them to pass. All of your goals got to be leaning on the Lord to bring it to pass. Every step's got to be leaning on the Lord to bring it to fruition. And so I'm out. I put some scriptures out, and I'll give you 4 of them for you to pull on as you pass this on, as you dig into it. The Isaiah 40:31. I'm paraphrasing. They that wait upon the Lord. One translation say, they that trust the Lord. Okay. Psalms 27. You already know the Lord is my light, my salvation. Whom shall I fear? So you got to lean on the Lord. Deuteronomy 33:27. He is the Lord. Psalms 46:1. He's the everlasting arms. And then let me just drop this last one and let you go. Exodus 15:12. Okay, I know I went kind of fast. I'm not hanging out with you all night long, but I wanted to share something with you to tell you that in this life you got to stay leaning on the Lord. Every step of the way, you've got to lean on Him in your marriage. You got to lean on Him for your business. You got to lean on Him to raise your children. You got to lean on Him for your morning, for your afternoon, for your evening. You got to lean on the Lord. Why? Because of a real sense, we're the man on the ledge, and we got to bring Him glory in every area of our life. We got to keep His name clear by doing the best we can to keep our name clear. So once again, thank you for hanging out with me. This is empowering you to be a better you. Hello, greatness.